Jackson here. Hey, thanks for spending a little bit of time with me. This is going to be a short video. You can see I'm outside, so I'm not going to be out here too long, right? It's February, mid-February 2019, and it has been snowing. It's still snowing a little bit here in Northeast Oregon, but I just wanted to drop outside here real quick and give you a little change of pace, a little change of scenery, and more importantly, let you know, answer some of the questions some of you have been asking. Several people are still asking what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. They understand, I guess, to a certain degree that it's online, it's marketing, it's on the side, but why am I doing it and what am I doing? So again, I don't want to kind of go back through that. We have videos on that already posted on YouTube on our channel, but I just want to kind of share with you a little more in detail, maybe the first step, because I assume a lot of people already knew what I didn't know and took me time to learn. Maybe you're like me, maybe you didn't know or don't know. So hopefully this will be something that's beneficial for you. It'll scratch the surface. There'll be more videos in the future to go more in detail. But hopefully it'll give you a helping understanding of what I'm doing and why. Real short and to the point, because it's cold. The why we all have, right? Not everybody, I suppose, has it, but I certainly do. And I would tell you that in our world, in my world, in Christian ministry, I run into it all the time. Whether you're a senior pastor, lead pastor, staff pastor, youth pastor, kids ministry pastor, worship pastor, no pastor at all, just a layperson that works their tail off to serve the Lord, to serve His people, to really help other people across the board. Whether you're working Salvation Army or in a kids ministry or Young Life or whatever it is, it's just amazing how many people need additional funding, right? They need additional funds, and if we make it a spiritual thing, when in fact, in large part, it is a spiritual provision, I guess. But in large part, there are opportunities that we have been exposed to as Americans that most countries don't have. So, in my case, again, this is an issue of trust. I was not going to quit my job. I'm not looking to replace my job. You might be. Maybe you're not in ministry at all, and you hate your job, and I get that. But whatever your why is, whatever it is, maybe you're a two-income household, your husband and wife, and you're working relentless hours to make sure you make ends meet. But at the same time, if you had a little extra money, if you had an extra $1,000 a month or $5,000 a month or $10,000 a month, that would change your whole world. One of you could stay home and spend more time with the kids, or more time on your home, or more time on your property or your animals, or whatever's a priority to you. Maybe more time in ministry, or just helping other people, or purposeful living, right? Whatever it is. We all kind of have some version of that, and as a result, in my case, in our case, I really needed this. I needed to be able to do something on the side that did not replace my job, that was built onto what I do, that would help people, and that would absolutely be a credible issue of integrity to help people do and make extra money in the process, right? To help other people. So that's my why. I have other videos that go more in detail as to why, but most of you have asked, so what is it you're doing? Because people don't understand, and this hopefully will help, and there'll be other videos in the future that'll really step this up. Here's the deal. Again, a little, economics 101, right? So the thing we all have identified with and grew up with, right, has been commerce. Just straight up commerce. If you're American, if you're hearing this, and you're an American, man, we've built our country on commerce, right? Basically, it's the buying and selling of goods and services, right? You learn this when you're in junior high. It's a common thing. Around the world, no matter where you're at, you have an economy, your nation has an economy. And as a result, it's all about the movement of goods and services. You're a consumer, and you basically buy and sell goods and services. So whatever it is, you go to Walmart, you go to Safeway, you go to the photography store, you go to a sporting goods store, wherever you're going, someone has purchased ahead of time and purchased a product and put it on a shelf. You walked in the door, you needed that basketball, you bought that basketball, you bought this one instead of that one, and as a result, you go to the counter and you pay. When you do that, it's an exchange, it's a commerce, right? Commerce. It's a good or a service being sold, bought and sold. And as a result, it makes your national economy, it makes your national bottom line financially. This we're very comfortable with because it's what we've been raised with. That's all physical, right? Physical or service based, and it's all in the real time, one-on-one typically, right? Or one in a group. The next step that we're becoming very familiar with now in our world, our kids are growing up with it, is called e-commerce. E-commerce, right? So it's basically the same thing. It's movement and purchasing and selling of goods and services, but it's based on the E part, of course, is the internet. Not E for internet, but internet, web-based, right? And it's basically the exact same trading time for dollars. That's what this is. Whether it's for this product or service, it's time for dollars. It's an exchange of time for dollars. Time or money for dollars for goods. This is e-commerce, which is the same exact process, except it's done online, right? So something you're probably familiar with, Amazon, for instance, mass platform that sells goods and services online, eBay. All of the major retailers now in our country, in the US, provide some level of e-commerce now. You can go to Target online, you can go to Walmart online, you can go to all these stores that still want you to come physically walk in and purchase from them, but if you don't, they want your business, they want the movement of goods and services, they want the commerce to happen, so they do it through e-commerce. Now, many through Shopify and other sources out there have built their own home. Even people working from home or working on the side like me, they built, and I did that here several months ago. You can make money in e-commerce, but for me, again, this gets back into my why. For sure, I wasn't looking to replace my job. So when I realized I could make money through e-commerce, creating a store online, putting goods and services in that store, and then promoting, driving traffic to that store, I realized I could make some money. The part for me that this didn't work long term was that I was just creating a second job, okay? Just a second job. There was nothing leveraged. It was just trading time for money. So the more time I put into it, the more products I put out there, the more traffic I drove, the more money I made. And it was just, again, nothing wrong with that. And there's some people that replace their jobs with e-commerce, which is amazing, and that's great, and it certainly frees you up in some regard, but for me, it was still trading time for dollars. And it didn't make sense to me long term because, again, I wasn't working out of my job. I just needed to add more money. Does that make sense? So that's e-commerce. So for me, I continued to shop. I sold the store that I built. I didn't even know you could do that originally, but you can. A lot of people make money doing a lot of that. I sold it, and I no longer do much of e-commerce, but I did okay with e-commerce, but nonetheless. So for me, the next step was more important, and that's what we call affiliate marketing, right? To give my, not too bad, affiliate marketing. And affiliate marketing, for those of you, most of you probably do know, but if you don't know, affiliate marketing is basically the process of commerce and e-commerce, and it's strictly typically online, but it's the product and service that you're moving, but it's not yours, right? So instead of going out and purchasing something and then reselling it for a profit, or using someone else's service, or doing your own service for money in exchange of money, it is literally taking someone else's products and services and marketing them, promoting them. And when someone else buys through you of their product, they have agreed to pay you a small commission, right? You say, well, that's silly. Why wouldn't you just do this? Because in time, this has a very special feature to it, right? And here's why, this is my personal favorite, why I'm doing this. This is the key word here, if you can read this. I don't know if you're gonna be able to read that. It's too cold out here, right? Leverage, right? Leverage. And the reason that's so important is that you can make money with either of the top two, and you can certainly make money with affiliate marketing. And initially it feels the same. It feels like you're trading time for dollars. It feels like you're promoting someone else's product, someone else's service. Someone else buys through you, you make a commission, you blast it out there, you drive traffic to your product, to someone else's product. It feels very much similar to e-commerce. The difference is that if you do this well, if you set the work up front well, and you put a system in place that's done well and this viable and works, you can sell what we call membership products, right? Ongoing products and services, platforms of things that are recurring. People are going to need them each month, right? When you do that, and it's someone else's product, and you set it up properly, you build a trust between you and your client, you and your customer, and you and the seller of the other product. As a result, you have what we call recurring passive income. This is what I seek to do. This is what I am doing, which simply means I am putting a system in place for products like Builderall, for instance, which is one of my key products. It's not mine, I didn't create it, but it's a monthly platform. It's a monthly membership to a platform, cloud-based, that is phenomenal for business promotion, for business marketing, for e-commerce, for so many things across the board, and it is so affordable now. It's like for $29, this should cost thousands, and it literally is less than $50 a month. So for me, you say, man, that's not much. How do you make a living? This leverage is that they've provided the product, they've provided an amazing resource that now is state of the art, and now I am promoting their product. So now with the people that come through me each month, when they love the product, so when they continue to purchase month after month, I make a small commission every time they do. It doesn't cost them, because they're going to be purchasing it anyway, but because I brought them in and I supported them in that, and I taught them and I helped them, I make an ongoing commission, right? You say, well, that's not much money, that doesn't make sense. But if you add it up, it's slow, it's not get rich quick, but it's the people that I'm learning from and growing from in their training, they're making literally 6 figures a year just doing this. But they didn't happen overnight. It happened over a period of about 12 months. So my point is that this is why I do what I do, right? I don't want to replace my job. I love my job. I'm called to do what I do, right? But we need to be able to go and do and give and share all over the world. We have missionary friends, missionary causes, our kids, our grandkids. We have so many things that we feel like we're supposed to be more involved in that our wallet has prevented, right? Our wallet has prevented. We can't think about those things without looking at our wallet. Our wallet says we can't go. So the bottom line is this. It's leveraging, we're leveraging someone else's product, we're leveraging our time, and it's not just trading time for dollars, it's trading time for income down the road, right? Residual, recurring, monthly, passive income. It works, it's exciting, and that's what I do. So I hope you've gotten some benefit from this. If you did, hit the subscribe button down below. Click the little notification bell and you won't miss a single thing, and we'll see you next time.